Good morning, everyone. This is Kendall Askins from Stimulated Minds. Asking Stimulates over on Instagram. Remember to like, follow, subscribe to our channels if you are enjoying our content, and follow us for more great things to come in this year. Today, I'm going to jump right into it, and I want to talk to you guys about who holds your value. So this is a very personal topic, if I'm being honest, and a journey that I've been on. And I realized through this journey that the value that I saw in myself, I actually was confirming or getting from other people. So what I mean by that is often how I felt about myself was a direct reflection of how I felt people viewed me. So I spent a lot of my time trying to convince people that I was a good person. Like if someone disagreed with me or didn't like something I did or didn't like a way I said something, I often found myself trying to explain it or convince them that, you know, they misunderstood, or convince them that I meant the best for them, or that I was, you know, trying to help in some fashion. And what I found is that me over explaining and me really looking at life through that lens, it was because I was putting the value of myself on other people. So how people saw and felt about me, I directly correlated to how valuable I was or how good of a human being I was. And that is so toxic and unhealthy. It's so toxic and unhealthy because people's view of the world is warped based through their experiences. And just because something happens and somebody has a perspective of me through a particular experience, it doesn't mean that what their perspective is true. It might be their truth, it might be their experience, but it doesn't make it true. And the truth that I find, or the value, or how I know that I live, or the choices I make, have to come from internal, right? And the things that I feel are the most appropriate. So sitting with that, I realized that a lot of how I valued myself and how I view myself, I was looking for feedback, whether verbal or nonverbal, from other people to validate how I felt about myself. And so I know that I'm not the only one out there that was experiencing something like this or has experienced something like this. And what I want to encourage you today is to really think about who holds your value. I've since then kind of shifted, and I still have moments, but I have shifted to this idea of like being comfortable, confident, and happy with not only the decisions that I make, but recognizing how other people's perception might trigger certain things within me. And I've moved into a space where I am more comfortable with the decisions that I'm making, right? I'm making decisions based off of what brings me joy or what makes me happy. And so I'm getting to a phase now where I'm learning how to articulate that in a healthy manner, and be able to stand firm in those choices that I'm making. So today I want to encourage you to really examine who's holding your value, and examine if it's you, or if you're allowing the interactions that you're having with the world or with other people to dictate who you are as a person. And if you are, it's time to shift that. It's time to shift that thinking, and to get into a space where you hold your value and you understand the power that you have in how you show up in the world and what you bring to the space. So let's hear some stories. Let's hear some feedback in the chat of if this is something that you can relate to, or something that you've experienced. And if you have, maybe you figured out a way to move past it, or maybe you're in the midst of it. Let's get chatting so that we can help each other continue to grow. I hope this was impactful. If it was, please like, share, subscribe to our channels. And I will see you back here next week for more fun. Bye.